So, what do you think is the number one best job for people that are trying to get into the industry? What do you think is the best job for
Whew.
them?
Easy, easy. The anything where you can help a small site out. So most people, the reason I say that is because most people think the opposite. They're okay, like let me go to Morehouse and apply as a coordinator, or Harvard.
Uh huh.
You guys think about that for a second. Like those people could care less. All right, they're not looking to make profit. They some Whoever's the decision maker there is taking a risk bringing you on. They're not going to do this. But a clinic like my clinic, for example, if somebody walks through the door and says, "Hey Dan, I will help you get studies. I watched your videos. I know how to do clinicaltrials.gov. I understand it's mundane, just emailing. I'll do that for you for free. If you get the study, feel free to pay me. In exchange, I want to gain some experience for my resume." Or maybe you don't like that. Maybe you're going to do community outreach for patients,
Mm-hmm.
helping the site get patients. Or maybe you're going to help the site reach out to more clinicians like I'm supposed to be doing right now. I'm supposed to be finding other doctors, but guess what? I don't have time. Somebody can help me do that in exchange for experience on your resume. Now, before you guys start emailing me, you got to be in Yuma, Arizona. You can't. I'm not gonna do this if you're in Chicago. Okay, you got to be here in my town to do this. Another thing, social media marketing. A lot of my audience and yours, I'm sure as well, are younger demo.
Yep.
You know, TikTok. If somebody came up to me and said, "I'll make a Instagram page for your site and I'll manage it for free. In exchange, I want to help you out. Whatever you're doing in research, I want to do that too to put on
Right.
my resume." And guess what? Of course, I would say yes because I need that. Again, you have to be here. If you are here, let me know. Yuma, Arizona, and don't move here. Don't move here. Don't guilt me into hiring you because don't do that either. You got to be here already. Guess what? 3 months of them doing this and them putting the experience on their resume, any site would want to take them on because they have experience. But you know what? If me as the site owner, if I put in all this time and they're managing my Instagram or my TikTok or whatever it is, and they kind of learn how to be a coordinator, guess who I'm hiring when I need to hire a coordinator?
There you go. That person.
But people don't do that, man. People go to UCLA and get their resumes like tossed in the virtual trash. People go, they think because it's prestigious, and then these small sites, you never heard of them. But guess what? Small is the new big. That's where you need to go,
Wow. Okay. So they should offer to work for free if possible.
if possible.
Um, Now, as
I know for
opposed,
some people they can't do that. I understand that too.
right
It's a little harder. A
now,
little hard.
are you saying that they should do that when they could go get a job that pays them, or are you saying in the event that they can't get one of those jobs, like CTA coordinator or
Yes, in the event that they can't. Of course, if you can go get a CTA job or a coordinator job, like do that. I would even tell you, like, don't work for me for free when you could. Those guys will hire you. They're
and pay
gonna
you?
pay you.
Right,
But like, talk to me and come back in 6 months if you're not happy. I'll hire you back. But
right,
yeah, no, of course. If you've been reaching like dead ends and roadblocks, which a lot of people have, that's the route you should go. Even if you only have like 1 day a week to do it, it's still worth it. The experience on your resume is what matters, not con artist certifications on like Vimeo videos for $300.
right, right. Okay, so I guess my back to my original question: which of those jobs would you say is the best one to get to start off your career?
I think it's site, man. I think research assistant at a site.
Okay,
Um, Here in, again, I'm gonna use where I'm at as an example, but Yuma, it's a border town. There's a actually people say there's not a talent base here. I say the opposite. There's a huge talent base here. It's all the foreign doctors from Mexico that what job. I mean, these are doctors in Mexico,
right,
like doctors. The only job they can get in the U.S. because they want a better life for themselves and their family is like medical assistant.
right.
And what's that, like 15 an hour? So You could be a coordinator. You could be a research assistant. So I really do think that the site level is the best place to get started. If you're gonna go CRO route, I do think like the route you took is good. I think that requires a bachelor's at least.
Yes.
If you don't have a bachelor's, site level, but even if you do have a bachelor's or even higher, site level is good too.
Okay. Um, yeah, definitely. I mean, there's really no wrong answer. It just depends on what kind of path you want to take. I just wanted to see what you were thinking.
It depends
Um,
on their end result. Like if they told me, hey, I want to start a site in 5 years, I'm not going to tell you to go work at a CRO.
right.
Uh, but if you want to be a CRA, maybe the route you took is good, or also a coordinator route would be good too.
Yep. Yeah. Coordinators definitely. I think you definitely learn more, and
Yeah,
you have more breadth of experience. Um, but I also think project management's good for that too. Even though I wasn't
PM.
necessarily interested in the project management route, I did kind of start there, and I do think you do understand a lot in project management too.
I agree. Actually, glad you brought that up because I rarely bring that up because I don't like that position for me personally. So I don't
Yeah.
talk about. To me, like that's PM would be hell for me. The PMs I work with, they're like amazing, man. I don't know how. Whenever there's a problem, I don't think people understand outside of research. There's three stakeholders, right? There's sites, CROs, and sponsors.
Yep.
Usually, PMs work for the CRO. Whenever there's a problem from any of those stakeholders, the project manager gets called. So
Yep.
you're basically on the phone all the time dealing with problems.
Yep. Yep. And they're in meetings all day too.
All day, and they got to be organized and on top. Yeah, PM is great way to be a generalist also. And a
Yep.
lot of people come from other industries with PM backgrounds,
Yep.
and that's a great transition into research. You could be a PM assistant in research.
Yeah. Um, you're right. Now I haven't. Maybe you've seen this. I haven't seen people that have been PMs in other industries come straight into PM.
Not straight, no.
They have to start kind of at the bottom again. They have to go to that project management assistant role,
Yeah, they do PM assistant, but like within 6 months they can do PM role.
especially if they have like some kind of training program. I know CROs are
Yep,
rolling those out, those PM
yep.
training programs.
The CROs are so understaffed right now.
Yep.
Um, it's never been a better time to be research naive and get a job either. Like I said that about the sites,
Yep.
but it's never been a better time to be research naive. It's just never been a better time, period, if you want to get into research.
Yep. I agree. I have been working with a number of clients over the past few weeks, and they are getting lots of calls back, more than usual, and for jobs that they are underqualified for
Right, right.
right now. So now is a great time to be applying and be aggressive when applying.
Yeah, you can't be picky, and I think the CROs are scrambling to get like their own training programs in order.
Yep.
PPD made a whole new position during the pandemic, remote site monitor,
Yep.
to kind of transition people into CRA, and that's working out well for them. But they're all, even though they are losing people to competitors, so
Yep.
they're basically IQVIA say, okay, come here now that you finish their program, and we'll hire you.
Yep.
But that's the risk that they take to get their 80% or whatever, because all of them are so behind. They're like 3 months back on hiring.
Yep. You're right. So